Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 20th episode of Smile Precure. So, let's jump into it and see what the Precures are smiling about today. As always, if you enjoy the video, please click the like button and support me on Patreon for early access and access to the picture-in-picture version. So, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, I thought I messed that up, but it's fine. It's literally December, guys. Oh, we just found a camera? That means it's mine now. Gonna do an upskirt shot? No. Last minute panicking pose. Oh, they disappeared. What? Did they get sucked into the camera? What? Oh, did they shrink? Oh, they're invisible. Oh, okay. That's okay. They're invisible. Definitely can't do an upskirt shot now. But we're not in it. Good time for the Home Alone face. Kitty probably also can't see them. Gonna be hard to go to school like this. Tomei Ningen. Opening. So that's our episode. We have a couple of invisible girls. Now I know what a couple of boys our age would do after being turned invisible. I'm not sure what a couple of girls would do after becoming invisible. I guess we'll find out. But smile, smile, smile. I mean, because I personally would consider becoming invisible to be an overall improvement of my current life. So I wouldn't complain. I do wonder if it's going to spread, though. Because Candy still doesn't understand what happened, I don't think. So she might take pictures of the other Precures so we can all 5 be invisible girls together. Smile, 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 smile. Pretty cute. Then we can battle evil invisibly. And obviously, yeah, it would be hers. It's camera. Mia Nakunaru, of course, is what she calls it. Always the worst naming. It was just taking up space. It was ugly. We can't see Miyuki and Akane. Yeah, that is something. That's something. I didn't think about that, but that's something. They became ghosts. Sounds like a horror story the way she tells it. I always enjoy the inquisitive look on Reika's face when she does that. Because Reika definitely wouldn't assume ghost. We should just give them like a surprise hug. Poor Yayoi. Oh no, something touched my ball. You can't beat what you can't see. Okay, now I've lost faith in you, but Reika, I'm sure she won't think it's a ghost. Reika's too rational. I smell Precure nearby. Oh, there you go. But I mean, I was gonna say, do we really need the paper? But they're just being silly, so it's fine. And I guess they can tell their location through it, so I guess it does serve that purpose. You just now figured that out. It wouldn't hell a coincidence if you just happen to turn invisible the same exact second you got your picture taken by a weird camera. I love that you can still tell they're a little bit freaked out still. You know, I guess that works. Sensei, we have a good reason. Please don't ask questions. We're here to learn. We'll try not to be distracting. If Reika says it, you gotta believe it. Yeah, please don't mind. But if any of those masks come off, people are gonna be real freaked out. Yeah, but you can if you feel unwell. You know, that these story, they feel they're unwell. Get wrecked, Yayoi. Ha. Me too. Like the ball, what do I do with this? Do I take it home? That's not gonna make it. Not even close. We're gonna give some invisible help, though. She couldn't help herself. Ha! Check out that trick shot. As we freaked them all out. Yeah, you're always just that good. Is that in the rule book? Let's check the rule book. Like, it doesn't say, like I said, like if a dog can play, an invisible person can play. Been a while since I've seen that sort of prank, you know, whatever we call it. She is just crazy over there. This is the dance of our people, don't mind. Is it invisible, though? It really is invisible, too. How does that even work? How does that work? You know what? I'll accept it. Sure, why not? Now it just looks like they're mocking the teacher. We should have put it in costume too. And that's gotta be hot, man. Like, that was like one of the first things they said in the episode was that it was hot. And now they have to wear that. They're just dying. Also, I warned against doing that for that reason. That's just terrifying. To be fair, heat stroke would be a bad thing, so. We're gonna paint their face. Is this gonna work, or is this gonna look horrifying? You know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Like, just looks like masks of their own face. I just still freaky though. Oh god. This is such a ridiculous episode. Don't worry about it, Sensei. This is a lot of fun, though. Oh no, an invisible person grabbed my wiener. Which I hate when that happens. I just... This is a gag that just keeps on giving. I just... About 300 years ago. That looked interesting, so do it again. Just... You know, one of the smaller European countries, South America, near the equator, just around there somewhere. That is one way to get out of that situation. You said it. Taihen Kuru indeed. Somehow. Somehow indeed, because they were not good at keeping the secret, man. People kept seeing no heads and half of a head with a mask in the front. Like, they were terrible at keeping it a secret. Luckily, you know, people aren't going to just assume the reality of it, so that's how they kind of just screwed it through it. Whoosh, fly, 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 boo boo boo, candy. Invisible people can see each other. That's just how it works. Makes no logical sense, but it's fine. Is a book invisible too? Yeah, it would be. A ghost book. Written by a ghostwriter. Is the enemy going to be invisible too? Because that could be a problem. So close. Because it might be a thing where only the transparent precure, the invisible precures can fight. So it might be just for them. Is that actually gonna work, or? Because what reason would she have to help them, unless that'll make it where they can't see the enemy, which would make sense. But for now, it's a good thing. You know, we can see them now. Yeah, that is a downside. Be careful what you wish for. Gotta work on it. Gotta use our hearing. Oh, not again. You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? Can't see, though. Can you do it to her, too? Oh, no, tickle. Being tickled by an old crone, that would suck. Hey, hey. They just gotta look crazy to anyone that sees this. Yeah, you would be the ticklish type. There are worse things to be done to you. Like, you know, could just like pull down Pansu or something. Because that would get a reaction out of them. Well, it looks visible, so that's good. We could probably take it. So yeah, as long as that thing's not invisible, it should be fine. Like, if this wasn't, you know, a children-targeted anime, the bad guy could just, like, while she's invisible, take a knife, just stab and kill him. But instead we get tickles. Oh yeah, rock, paper, scissors, I gotta be ready. What do I do? What do I do? Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Because I think I won last time. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I think I'll do scissors. I feel good about scissors today. Ha! Told you. Scissors beats paper. Get wrecked, Yayoi. I'll be honest, I was kind of leaning towards paper, but last minute I was just thinking, no, I gotta get feeling about scissors. I gotta do it. And it paid off for me. Always trust your gut. Bum, bum, bum. And now we're ready. And the thing is short, so we should be able to take it on. Oh no, is she gonna take it? I should have known. I should have known that was an option. We're in trouble now. That's why it's so small, so it could be within the frame of the picture to be taken. I think that's the least of your worries. Ow. Bikuri. But more importantly, that look like it hurt just right into the back. Looking all tough, Candy. Do not eat things from strangers. Why would you do that? The callback. Oof. Ow. No kidding. You gotta really listen. That was not a footstep. That was something got thrown. Get wrecked, tree. Oof. Imagine you're just minding your own business and you just get smacked by something invisible at an unexpected direction. Wonder how we'll get out of this one. Maybe we'll just freeze the ground and then, you know, use that to drag its location. Footsteps in the snow. Or just freeze it solid so we can see the ice around it. That would work too. I'm sure she knows what she's aiming for. Yeah. Now, it's gonna be a white Christmas. In July or whatever they said it was. And there it is. So now it looks more like December. Ha! Smack that cold thing. Ooh-ah! Oh! Is that gonna undo the invisibilation? Awaseru kuru! Yeah, we have to do the special one for the blue nose. Yeah. Almost forgot that was a thing. Because I feel like we've been mostly fighting the red ones lately, right? I feel like. I think they may have one of each during the comedy episode. But... Healing. Although comedy episode, this was a comedy episode. You know, I mean, the Manzai episode. Me and Nike, though. It's like, I think she left, probably. I'm not sure, but most likely. It, you know, follows the usual pattern. You shake that little tail of yours. More like shitty shake. Referring to candy. Let's go, Cherry. That was a pick, Cherry. It's a shame that thing broke, because that would be really useful. Oh no. Oh no. Put it back. Wherever you found it. Put it back. No. Who knows what it's going to do this time? Like, it looks like a normal camera that a 10-year-old dropped, but you can't be sure. You can't be sure. Like, oh no, it was a bad one. What did it do? What did it do this time? Oh, just literally just same exact thing. It's literal deja vu. At least we know how to fix it now. We still have the camera, so we can just take a picture again, but you'd think they'd learn. And she's gonna think it's a ghost again, isn't she? Again, we were just through this. How would you not be able to recognize such a basic pattern? But I think Candy left with the camera, so that sucks. But we'll find her eventually. Well, let's play and I'll let my cat in real quick. Not even my cat. Well, too late now. It was my fault. My cat was already in my room. I should have known it literally couldn't have been him. But I'll let you in here for now. Just because I don't want to get back up again. Well, I might as well show this cat, since I usually show my cat, but this is the cat that lives with us, my brother's cat named Simba. Say hi. That's him. Not even my cat, I don't know why he wants in my room. Maybe his owner's room is shut. Sometimes he'll do that, he'll come to my room just to make me open the door for him. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, 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 yay. If you cause trouble, I'm kicking you out. Bum, 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 bum. And it's causing trouble, okay. Okay, anyway, that was the 20th episode of Smile Precure. This was a fun one, right? Like, I kind of reached a point where I couldn't really laugh much anymore. Like, I was kind of all laughed out, but, like, there was a lot of just really funny gags. I mean, some of them were obvious things to do after you write this premise for an episode. You know, some of them were obvious in a sense, right? But, like, I don't know, just... So at some way they were just rapidly just one after the other, just especially like because they like the paint the face, you know, and Sensei sees like stuff, and then you know the other side, other girls come by to see it and they get freaked out, and we got Reika in the gang, you're frantically trying to. It's like, oh, it's just a fancy magic trick. Don't worry about it. And it's, oh, they feel unwell. They're wearing all that stuff to not be seen looking like that. They're just an invisible person helping cheat at basketball, getting yelled at by Nao, who looks crazy because she's talking to nobody from their perspective. Just I don't know, just a very nice chain of kind of theme related connected gags. Just I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It was just some good silly fun. Like this is kind of peak what I like about this Precure show in particular, right? Because plot wise, it's nothing special compared to other Precure shows. You got the villain shows up, causes trouble, you beat it. The basic formula, Precure formula is definitely there, but we just have a very solid cast of characters. Our gang of 5, all individually are great. They play off each other well. Like Akane and Miyuki in particular they're all friends with each other, but those two seem like like they just get along better. I don't know, than the other ones, because sometimes they do kind of get paired up with certain things, but because this episode kind of showcased that with the becoming invisible, because they're kind of on the same wavelength. I guess what I'm trying to say, like they're very similar kind of characters. Not so much that they overlap or anything like their archetype, but they get each other. Like they can be silly together and have fun, and it's great to watch. But and the homework and being invisible as well, that was good too. But because one thing I did mention was, like you take off the thing and you look headless all of a sudden, and then they did that, and they brought up that this is a problem, but like essentially said, I don't care. Like I acknowledge your point. It could be an issue, but it's hot as hell in here. I can't do it. I'm sweating. I'm dying inside. I'm done with it. It's so relatable. But oh yeah, the eating part. If it wasn't for the fact that I was so laughed out at that point, because that was pretty much where I was kind of reaching laughing fatigue, but that was so good, because she eats her sausage without asking, right? And my first thought is, wow, yeah, you're always gonna be pissed, And we get a bit of a, Akane-chan from her, which sounded upset to me, right? She gives her a comforting head pat, and then just like flipping a switch. That looked funny. Do it again. But like I said, if I wasn't already laughed out, that probably would have been the hardest I'd laughed so far. Because like I said, a lot of the gags some are predictable. You have material to work with here. You make good use of it. There's nothing wrong with that. But inherently is a little bit predictable in a sense, but even though it's still funny. But this, I did not expect that. Just, it looked funny. Do it again. I don't know. I really got a kick out of that one in particular. Because Akane's not going to argue with that. If you're offering more food, I'll take it. So now it's just like, yeah, you're feeding a pet sort of thing. But you're just feeding the ethos, just disappearing food in the middle of the air. That people are watching freaked out again because it makes no logical sense what they're watching. They have no idea what's going on. Now jumping in to play defense. Just, it's all so good. Definitely one of my favorites as far as comedic episodes go. I would probably put it in top 5. But it's just good stuff. So, yeah, I think that's most of what I wanted to say. I know it was only like half the episode, but not too much to say in the second half. Just invisible bad guy. We beat it thanks to Reika's quick thinking with the snow. But and a final gag about like how the witch left. Probably, we can't be sure because she's invisible. That was a simple but effective gag that makes sense right there. It's like she sounded like she left. She said the typical bad guy thing when bad guys leave, so probably she's gone. I got a real kick out of that one too. And then we just had Candy just happily shaking her tail around, which was adorable. I really enjoyed that. But also getting nervous though because the clock is ticking. We're almost maxed out. And then we had kind of a book ending where they found the backup camera does the same thing, accidentally did the same thing with it, made the same mistakes. Just Candy, she doesn't learn. I mean, I know she's like, I don't know, a 5 or 6 year old maturity wise. So, I'm not going to blame her too much on that. But Akane and Miyuki should have known better than to let them get the picture taken. Like, even if it was a normal camera, the paranoia should still be there, right? Like if you drink a soda and for some reason it tastes nasty, I don't know, maybe somebody pranked you and put something gross in it or whatever, it tastes nasty. And then, like, I don't know, couple hours later, somebody offers you a soda, even if it's a different person, and the soda's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. You're still going to be hesitant to actually drink it, right? Because that experience is still fresh in your head. So you'd think after the ordeal that they went through, they'd be a little bit gun shy, a little bit hesitant to get their picture taken, especially with the same person that did it last time. Person, thing, candy. But like, I was actually thinking it was a normal camera though, because it looks like a pink camera that a 10-year-old would give her a birthday and go out and take a bunch of pictures, before the age of smartphones, where that was kind of obsolete. But like, it looks like that, right? Like a legit regular camera, that somebody around Miyuki's age would have. But no, just backup invisible later camera. So all over again. So it was a nice way to end the episode though. And I think that's about all I really had to say on the episode. I mean, I guess it was just the one last thing was just the, what exactly did Yayoi say? I don't want to paraphrase her. It was after he became invisible. Before she got hit. Yeah, well, if the Jack-in-the-Box is invisible, it won't be able to scare us. And then she gets hit. Yeah, I mean, it was a funny gag. It's a little bit of a shame that it doesn't translate into English very well, because Jack-in-the-Box, what they call it is like a bikuri bako or whatever. Bikuri, of course, meaning like be surprised. And she was saying that it couldn't bikuri them because it's invisible. And then she gets hit, and then she just says bikuri. Like, for one thing, that final bikuri, they had to translate like a 5-word sentence to translate that 1-word Japanese sentence. So the comedic flow was already kind of ruined just by that. Okay, 4-word sentence, but my point still stands. I take that back. It's just an example of how comedy just sometimes doesn't work when translated to a different language. And this is a good example of that on multiple levels. So, just wanted to bring that up. The bikuri can't bikuri. Like, it doesn't work as well in English when you have to translate everything a little bit differently, and just, yeah, it ruined the joke in English. Not for me, because I obviously am a weeb and I got that, but like, the target audience for English subject anime, they would kind of not get the same experience, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that was the last thing I really had to say, so we'll end it off here. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.